Ciao everyone, it's Marchettino, and today I'm with the new Toyota Supra. This one has a couple of modifications. I'm quite curious to see how this car like to drive, so let's go. I'm very curious, guys, because I'm behind the wheel of the 5th generation of the Toyota Supra. It's not the first time I'm driving it, because when this car was launched, I was invited for the media test, so I got to drive it around the track and around beautiful Spanish countryside roads. And I can confirm you that even 100% stock, this car is good fun. And I'm very curious because the owner of the Supra, he decided to make a couple of modifications to enhance even more the performance of this car. So even though many people say this car is nothing but a rebadged BMW Z4, I got to drive also that car around the track, and there's a lot of things in common, like the chassis, the engine, the transmission. Yeah, they're very similar, but at the same time they're very different. They are designed for two different kind of drivers, in my opinion. First of all, this is coupe and not Spider. I think this car is designed more towards young people that like a fun sports car to use also around the track, and mostly being named Supra to make some modifications. We live in a world where the scale economy is getting a lot more common and popular. Here's why this car has a lot of BMW underneath. It's not that hard to open some plastics and see the BMW badge on it, but I mean, it's not a bad thing, because it means that this car has a lot of components that are already tested from another brand. And this is also one of the reasons the owner of the Supra has decided to buy it, because he's sure to have a lot of quality and a reliable car he can daily. He doesn't have any other cars in his garage. This is his only car and he daily drives it. So with this generation, let's say goodbye to the legendary 2JZ engine. Here the engine doesn't speak Japanese, it speaks German, of course, and this engine is not that bad. It's the B58 shared on the BMW Z4 M40. The air intake on this car has been replaced, same as the exhaust. Here we have a straight pipe that sounds very good. The ECU has been reflashed, and overall, I think with these few modes, now this car is simply perfect to drive. Even stock is good fun, but now it slides even more. I mean, traction control is partially off. I'm not keen to turn it completely because the car is not mine, but look at this. Third gear. I got to drive it around the track, full stock, with the traction control off. When this car starts to slide, it's very easy to control because this car is perfectly balanced. 50% of the weight in the front and 50 in the back. The weight claimed is 1,570 kilos, according to the European Union standard. And around a windy road like this car truly shows its best. Just listen to this 6-in-line 3-liter turbo engine. The soundproofing in this car is very good, but still you can hear it even with the window up. Let's just pull down the window to hear the actual sound of the engine. Listen. BMW derived engine. I think this is a remarkable engine. Right now, with this kind of modifications, the owner told me that it's about 500 horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque, which is not that bad. I mean, all this power, it's unleashed only through the rear tires. And as you see, it's not that hard to make the rear slide. There's not even need to accelerate until the red line. It has so much power, so little turbo lag, the acceleration is so fluid and constant. Also thanks to the transmission, here we find the 8-speed ZF transmission. Gear changes are very fast and fluid. I think it's as quick as a double clutch. Whenever I leave the foot off the throttle or shift down, it's a popcorn machine. In 2020, we don't really have to give for granted that manufacturers keep building sports cars like this. So we really have to say thank you Toyota for having built this car, which it's based off a BMW platform, but still it's a great car. It's involving, it's fun, and I wonder how long we're gonna see brand new cars like this on the market. I think we have to think about the 5th generation of the Supra as a Supra of the modern era. So even though it has a lot of BMW components, at the same time it's very different from the Z4, but at the same time Toyota has built a truly remarkable car we're gonna remember in the future, I think. Sure, there will be also people saying in the video, yeah, but what about the 2JZ with 1000 horsepower? Yeah, that's cool for you too, but if you want a sports car to enjoy around the corners, practical to use, a pumped up engine like that, honestly, it's pointless. It's just for the straight line. But this 5th generation of Supra has a great chassis, the engine, even stock is good, and now I've seen that with a couple of modifications it's even better. So overall, this generation is better than the previous one, but at the same time I think it still has the fun and thrill factor. In my honest opinion, this 5th generation of the Supra is approved. Big thumbs up to Toyota, and also to BMW. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching. Ciao!